Greg Alba.
John Humphrey.
We're going to talk today about this Ocean's 8 film. An image has been released of them sitting on a subway. So exciting. I'm so glad they're promoting this film with the best shot they could get of all 8 sitting on a subway.
Public transportation.
I'm just glad it's not like an Expendables front cover where they're all just smiling.
Like, making you question the tone of the film you're about to see.
I'm excited for this. I know I haven't really chimed in on Ocean's 8, really. But Ocean's 8, I'm actually genuinely excited for this. Because this isn't like a typical, female reboot kind of thing to me where, like, I get why people were upset over Ghostbusters. I could still kind of see why people were a little just upset. I like the Ghostbusters movie, honestly.
I did too.
I already got a bunch of dislikes just for saying that.
I saw it again recently. It's still fun.
Yeah, but Ocean's 8 I don't feel has the same kind of because the Ocean's 11 movies were already a remake.
No one's going to be like, my childhood.
Yeah. Ocean's 11 was already a remake, and the first one was great. Second one was and the third one, some people really love the third one. And really? I was on the side that did not love the third one.
I was on the side that did not see the third one.
This is smart, because I think Sandra Bullock playing Danny Ocean's sister, I could totally see them being brother and sister, honestly, even though Danny Ocean's probably not going to make a cameo in this one. It would be fun if he in a surprise ending cameo.
What is George Clooney up to?
Like an ending cameo.
Yeah.
If we were going to get, or like he helps out with the final part of the plan at the last. Although that could actually ruin the film, because they're taking away from the cast here. Makes them unique. So if Danny Ocean solves it,
I think it would be funny if he just called her at some point, just for something unrelated.
It'd be funny if he fucks up the plan.
Danny, leave this one to me, okay? We got this.
Yeah, I'm excited because I know the villain's being played by Damian Lewis, star of Homeland,
Woo!
And also star of
Small Mouth.
My favorite Stephen King adaptation, Dreamcatcher.
Oh, it's everyone's favorite.
That's everyone's favorite, hands down the best one.
Best one.
But this cast is really cool. You got Sandra Bullock in here, Kate Blanchett, Sarah Paulson, Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, Mindy Kaling, Awkwafina, and Rihanna. And I think it's smart to condense it down to 8. Because the problem with the Ocean's 11 movie is because you only think about 4 of those actors when you think about those movies.
Yeah, and
George Clooney, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Bernie Mac, and Andy Garcia randomly.
You try to name them all, you lose count, you end up counting Matt Damon twice.
Yeah. I think this is a great chance because we're probably going to obviously get a lot more screen time dedicated to Sandra Bullock, and it sounds like Kate Blanchett as well because she's supposed to be the right-hand woman.
Yeah.
But, you got this other cast here. Sarah Paulson's an amazing actress. Didn't she just win a Golden Globe or an Emmy or something?
I think so.
Yeah, for OJ?
Yeah.
She played OJ?
Or was it the actors? For playing OJ, it was a really immersive role, kind of controversial.
Oh, Rihanna. Did I mention Rihanna's in this? Yeah, Rihanna's in it too.
Yeah, Battleship.
Rihanna's acting a lot.
Yeah, she's Marion Crane on Bates Motel.
And she's also in the new Fifth Element movie, or whatever that's called.
Oh,
Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets.
What?
Yeah. And Anne Hathaway, Helena. These are all great actors to be in here. And I feel like we can actually get a serviceable amount of good screen time for the rest of the supporting cast, while most of it will primarily be dedicated to Sandra Bullock and Kate Blanchett. I'm wondering who will be the standout actress, though.
Mindy.
You think Mindy Kaling will be
Mindy?
This sounds like it could be really funny too. You got some pretty. Awkwafina, I'm not familiar with her work.
I am not too.
This is a super diverse cast. We got a black chick, an Indian chick, a Chinese chick, a British chick, a couple British.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is what I like about these movies that I liked about the first one is you have enough main characters that you can kind of get diverse in the casting, not only in terms of ethnic diversity, but also, you get people from the comedy world, and you get people from music, and I feel like this is a place where that can be appropriate.
Yeah.
There are some times when they shove, Rihanna into something, or somebody like Rihanna into something where I'm like, I don't think this needed to happen, but here, I can definitely see that.
I wonder what the style of the film will be like, though, because Gary Ross, while he's done some cool films like Pleasantville and Seabiscuit, Hunger Games, the first one, I really liked the first Hunger Games, but he hasn't done something for me where I'm like, I could see him putting together a cool heist fun film,
Yeah, it seems like his movies kind of take their time, at least the ones that I've seen. Maybe not so much the Hunger Games, but even the Hunger Games, you spend a lot of time in the nitty-gritty of just what it's like living in District 12.
The first Ocean's 11 struck this good balance of good. It didn't feel like they're just hanging out. It still felt like those actors came prepared. Mm-hmm. They were going to do their work. They're going to give it their all. But they still had a fun time doing it, whereas opposed to the second and third one, they're kind of just chilling, they're showing up to collect their checks. That's what it felt like. Okay, I know he's going to want to bring good character to this. That's one thing I really like about Gary Ross is that I know he cares about the characters. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering, will he be able to really strike a good comedic tone for this?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too, because the only thing I'm really concerned about, or that I really feel strongly about in coming back to the Oceans property at all, is like, what I remember liking the most about the first couple of movies, aside from the ensemble, is just that, like, I don't know how to describe it even, that sort of swanky, not, this is in New York this time, but that swanky Vegas sort of like, there's always a rhythm, there's like that bass music,
Yeah.
you know, it's got that sort of high scale heist quality. So yeah, like knowing Gary Ross's style, I am curious, you know, is this going to be a tonal shift, or is this going to have a little bit of that Soderbergh, you know, groove?
He has to make it his own, because Soderbergh has a very distinct flair, and especially for the Oceans movie, he had a very distinct style for them. I feel like Gary Ross has to make it his own, and I'm just wondering what exactly he's going to do. And with this cast, it sounds like this will be more comedic.
Yeah,
Just look at the cast, you know? You got two straight-up comedians in this movie. Sandra Bullock does a lot of comedies. And
She does a lot of drama too. Like,
totally.
You've got a half and half for me anyway, because you've got, you know, Kate Blanchett, Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, and Sarah Paulson, who all to me are like character actresses.
True.
You know, or even if not character actresses, but still, like, at least what I've seen them in recently, they're always throwing down on a performance. And so again, that's the diversity that I'm curious about. But I definitely think you've got at least two straight up comedians in here. You've got Rihanna. There's definitely a
well,
lot
you're
of
missing
potential for
Melissa
comedy.
McCarthy and Kristen Wiig.
Oh yeah, totally.
You can't do a funny movie without those two.
No. And Kate McKinnon, let's get her in here too.
Let's get Kate McKinnon and
Leslie
Leslie Jones too. That'd be smart.
Dude, Ocean's 8 meets Ghostbusters sequel.
Oh my gosh!
They
Why have they not announced this yet?
Heist in a haunted casino? Come on!
With Maya Rudolph
With
as
Maya
the villain.
Rudolph as the villain. And Tim Meadows in like a small supporting character.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And Andy Samberg. Yeah, fuck the whole coolness. Let's just make it a straight up comedy sketch.
SNL Ghostbusters Ocean's 8.
Are you guys excited for Ocean's 8? Are you?
Are you?
Are you? Is this the franchise you're most dedicated to? Put your comments below.
This means they can make at least 3 before it gets problematic.
Sure. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. John is Reasons to Jerry on Twitter and Instagram, and he's the social media manager of Bloomhouse and The Real Rejects.
That's right.
And shout out to Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. Boy Next Door.
I am so glad you're not involved in this film.
Aw, how come? You don't like J-Lo?
Not really.
Why not? What did
Her
she
ass
do?
is too fat.
Ouch.
I like flat butts.
I like flat butts and I cannot lie.
Yeah, it's me. I like a flat ass. You're a flat-chested, flat-ass woman out there, you hit me up a message on Instagram.